Good day. Today I'm going to share to you my magisterial lecture on contemporary philosophy. The title of my philosophical research is Helping People Have a Meaningful Life. Virtue ethics, deeper firmly established in Asian philosophy, has experienced a recovery in modern topics on moral philosophy. According to Jonathan Sanford in his book Before Virtue, evaluates modern moral theories further emphasizes on individuality and detachment from general and theological characteristic of ethics. He argues that true freedom is not about doing whatever one desires, but rather about succeeding in one's purpose as a rational and social being. Three supporting points. First, the role of virtue inquiring eudaimonia. Sanford emphasizes on virtue and its importance in human development aligns with Aristotle's philosophy, which emphasizes living virtues and avoiding material success. Second, the limitations of the political communal in shaping virtue. Virtue is a crucial for flourishing, but the political community shapes our moral character. The third, uniting non-Western points of view on virtue ethics. Sanford's work on virtue ethics rooted in Aristotelian principles can be applied to non-Western traditions like the Bhagavad Gita. Three objection point to the supporting point. First, an objection to the claim that virtue is important for eudaimonia is that moral flourishing depends as much on outside situations as it does on personal virtue, according to Russell. Second, in addition, this idea that the state has a limited influence on moral character development is another obstacle to virtue ethics, according to Rebus. And last, according to Smith, incorporating non-Western viewpoints into virtue ethics can distort those traditions, despite the fact that doing so within an Aristotelian framework has its benefits. Moving on to the three answers to the objection. First, virtue ethics, a moral structure, acknowledges that character formation is influenced by social and political factors, not individual morality. Second, virtue alone cannot guarantee eudaimonia, as flourishing relies heavily on external factors. And the third, combining non-Western traditions into virtue ethics alters their original meanings. So moving on to the three insights. First, although virtue ethics places a strong emphasis on an individual's moral character, it does not discount the influence of outside forces on human development. The second, in addition, although moral character is shaped in part by political institutions, virtue ethics maintains that genuine ethical development necessitates individual involvement that goes beyond institutional frameworks. And the last, engaging with non-Western traditions like Bhagavad Gita, which highlights responsibility and selfless conduct and essential elements of moral excellence, might enhance virtue ethics. In conclusion, virtue ethics is still an essential framework for comprehending moral character and human flourishing, but it needs to develop constantly by recognizing outside influences, striking a balance between institutional and personal obligations, and incorporating many ethical traditions. And that will be all. Thank you.